Good afternoon, here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. 2025 Public Service Week commences with health checks for civil servants in Lagos State. INEC chairman calls for speedy passage of electoral legal framework. On Warrington, Papua New Guinea cabinet signs landmark defense treaty with Australia. And in sport, Flying Eagles defeat Saudi Arabia at FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. And now the details. I am Mike James. All is set for the commemoration of 2025 edition of the Public Service Week with the theme, Deepening Technology for a Smart and Agile Public Service. Speaking at a press conference to announce the series of activities lined up, Head of Service Bode Aguru said the week is projected to appreciate and celebrate dedicated and committed civil servants delivering efficient services to enhance good governance in the state, with awards to deserving recipients and long service merit awards. Aguru, who was joined by the Permanent Secretary, Public Service Office, Sukomi Uibola, and other PS committee chairmen, directors, said the theme seeks to harness the opportunities presented through technology, highlighting the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration's huge investment in digital transformation and capacity development to ensure that the public service remains globally competitive. The head of service said the commitment has enabled the administration streamline processes, improve data-driven decision-making, and enhance citizen engagement. He had this to say.
Reality show Announcers Got Talent Series 7 backed Announcer Goes White, where public servants would have the opportunity to showcase their innate talents. This will be held on Thursday, the 9th of October 2025 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Also at the same venue at the Edinburgh Auditorium. The event promises to be fun, with participants guaranteed to win lots of prizes and lots of fantastic prizes. On that day, all civil servants are expected to dress in white. All white attire.
This week has kicked off this morning with health screening for members of staff, such as hypertension, diabetes, hepatitis B, eye and dental check, HIV, breast cancer, cervical cancer screening, among others, while a special Jumat service will hold on the same day at the Al-Awsa Secretariat Community Central Mosque at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. On Saturday, there will be a walk for fitness for all public servants from Adeyemi Bello Auditorium through Ikeja, Allen Roundabout and back, while on Sunday, 5th October, an interdenominational Thanksgiving service will be held at the Chapel of Christ the Light, Al-Awsa. A public lecture will be held alongside recognition of outstanding officers next Wednesday at the Adeyemi Bello Auditorium, while the week-long event will climax with a luncheon with the governor. Wife of the President, Oluremi Tinubu, has launched a nationwide initiative to support menstrual health and keep adolescent girls in school. With this initiative under her Flow with Confidence program, 370,000 disposable sanitary pads will be donated to female students across Nigeria's 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory FCT. In Lagos State, wife of the governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who is the state coordinator for the program, represented Mrs. Tinubu and emphasized that the initiative is not just about distribution of pads, but aims to promote knowledge, dignity, confidence, and better menstrual hygiene management among schoolgirls. Mrs. Tinubu, who stated that no student should miss school because of their inability to afford sanitary pads, said over 2.5 billion naira was expended for the procurement of the pads in partnership with Union Glory Nigeria Limited in Ikorodu. She said the program was launched simultaneously in 8 states, namely Borno, Ekiti, Cross River, Gombe, Kebbi, Imo, and Lagos, with other states expected to begin distribution as soon as the allocations arrive. 10,000 disposable sanitary pads will be distributed to schoolgirls in Lagos State, and chairman of local government areas have been urged to take ownership of the intervention by ensuring that the pads get to deserving girls in the rural communities.
In today's modern world, no girl should have to miss school because of her inability to afford the sanitary products. It is unacceptable that our girls still continue to face significant challenges during their menstrual cycle, especially those in the rural community who miss school days every month because they cannot afford the sanitary towel. Some who attest results to using unsafe and unhygienic alternatives, while others stay at home altogether, falling behind in their studies, and in some cases, eventually drop out of school. This trend must end, and this intervention under the education framework of the Renewed Hope Initiative is aimed at doing just that.
Earlier in his welcome address, Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, said the program emphasized Mrs. Tinubu's passion for girls, especially at the grassroots. Ali Balogun, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Abisola Adigbite, added that the event underscored the seriousness attached to girl-child education. Lagos State Safety Commission is set to host the Lagos State Occupational Safety and Health LASOCH Conference 2025, themed Operational Safety and Health, OSH, as a catalyst for nation building. According to a statement from the Commission, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is expected to give an address at the event billed to hold next week Tuesday in Victoria Island, featuring high-level global dialogue with representatives from Canada, Germany, Sweden, Singapore, United Kingdom, and the United States, sharing lessons from international best practices. There will also be a panel session advancing sector-specific safety standards across Lagos' diverse economy. The summit will position OSH as a policy and developmental imperative central to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's vision of making Lagos Africa's model mega city and a global economic hub that is safe, secure, functional, and productive. It will also advance key policy directions, including mainstreaming OSH into Nigeria's national and state development plans, strengthening legislative backing for OSH standards in both public and private sectors, leveraging technology and innovation to enhance data-driven safety management systems. And now to the rest of the stories. Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Mahmood Yakubu, has urged the National Assembly to expedite the passage of proposed amendments to the country's electoral legal framework. Yakubu made the appeal in Abuja during a meeting with the European Union Election Observation Follow-up Mission to Nigeria, led by Barry Andrews, who also heralded the EU mission during the 2023 general election. The INEC boss noted that the early passage of the amended electoral law is crucial for the Commission's effective planning ahead of the next general election. He noted that INEC had thoroughly reviewed all 8 recommendations specifically directed to the Commission in the European Union Election Observation Mission's EU EOM report on the 2023 general election. The International Maritime Organization, IMO, has described Nigeria's blue economy policy as a forward-looking and sustainable plan. IMO Secretary General Arsenio Dominguez commended the country for its remarkable achievement in maritime security, particularly the zero piracy incident for over 3 years. Dominguez said the Maritime Plan is a laudable initiative for harnessing marine resource sustainability. He assured that the IMO would remain committed to providing technical assistance through awareness campaigns, training programs, and capacity building initiatives. And in some foreign news, Papua New Guinea has approved a mutual defense treaty with Australia in a major step forward for the landmark security deal. Papua New Guinea's Prime Minister James Marape announced that his government's cabinet had given its approval the deal. and praised the elevated ties with Australia. Marape said it reflects the depth of trust, history, and shared feature between the two nations. Also, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said that he looked forward to signing the treaty and establishing a formal alliance with Papua New Guinea. The treaty will also create a path for 10,000 Papua New Guineans to serve in the Australian Defence Force, while the country aims to build up its defence force to 7,000 troops. And in sports news, Nigeria has defeated Saudi Arabia 3-2 in a Group F match at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Talca, Chile. The win earned the Flying Eagles 3 points and boosted their chances of reaching the round of 16. Nasir Salihu opened the scoring for Nigeria in the 10th minute. Saudi Arabia drew level in the 21st minute through Amar Al-Yuhabi. Amos Ochoche restored Nigeria's lead 7 minutes before the break, while the first half ended 2-1 in favor of the Flying Eagles. The result means Nigeria will qualify for the round of 16 with at least a draw against Colombia on Monday. And that was our news at noon. Just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Listen to my Lagos app. Listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on my Lagos app for timely updates. And did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme Agripreneur Strategy for Wealth Creation? Well, you can always get more details on the Legacy Garment website and around the news. Here are the highlights of the major stories. All is set for the commemoration of the 2025 edition of the Lagos Public Service Week with the theme Deepening Technology for a Smart and Agile Public Service. The week kicked off this morning with health screening for members of staff. Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, Mahmood Yakubu, has urged the National Assembly to expedite the passage of proposed amendments to the country's electoral legal framework. I also told you that Papua New Guinea has approved the Mutual Defence Treaty with Australia in a major step forward for the landmark security deal. And in sports, Nigeria has defeated Saudi Arabia 3-2 in a Group F match at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. The win earned the Flying Eagles 3 points and boosted their chances of reaching the round of 16. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeola Akindele. Thank you so much for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.